Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of Prison Architect. This time around, we're sort of like going back to the jail and doing what we have to do, but I realized that as I was playing, I forgot to save a previous progression, and it's not that it was a bad thing. There were just like a couple of things that, maybe we lost maybe about the last like 5 minutes from the previous episode, so the offices weren't finished and whatnot. But everything else seems to be pretty much where we left off, and I just caught up a little bit before, so I just ended up putting some paths and setting out the plans for the next block, because as you can see we're a bit over capacity right now, and that's not going to be very good. So we went ahead and we did that, and everything seems to be fine. I mean, we got a lot of people inside the holding cell. And boy, am I telling you, I'm having like a pretty bad morning right now. I mean, it's not bad. I woke up early. I usually wake up around 7 anyways, but very rarely am I actually ever recording at 7 a.m. in the morning. And I'm doing that right now. I got up early. I had sort of like an upset stomach. There's a lot of sort of like busy things that I've been doing. So if this episode might not be too long, I'm in the middle of sort of like helping my roommate move out as well, and taking care of a lot of like other different stuff. So I don't really have, as I sort of like mentioned in some of the videos before, I haven't had really the time to do much gaming right now, because we're almost at like halfway through June, and I'm still not 100% sure of what the attack plan is going to be. But anyways, it's been long. I don't want to really like bore you with all the details. And also, I seem to be like a little bit stuffy today in the morning, so you're gonna have to excuse me for that as well. But now we're back. We're back in the jail, and we're sort of telling these degenerates that we're ready to receive them. But we did. Unfortunately, we weren't paying attention to how many of these little degenerates were in our way. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do, I set some paths down, and I want to get some like I want to get in some grass. Like, the guys are coming in and they're putting in some grass right now. They're not really working in the best area, I gotta say. Some of the best areas of the prison might be maybe going down here and having them build that portion there, but it doesn't seem like that's what they're going to do. It seems like they're just going to go full on making the shower area more presentable by putting grass and cutting down trees, which makes some very weird noises. Okay, so I think we're okay. I mean, we're over capacity, but I think it's not that bad. At least we've got a couple of people here working on office stuff, and the sooner we can get our warden back into his office, because he's not doing anything there. He's just sort of like sitting around doing a nothing type of job. But we need to get him connected, hooked up to the internet, so that he can begin doing his job. Because after all, as a warden, I don't think he would be able to do his job if he didn't have access to the internet. Okay, and it looks like he's moving somewhere. So, is one of the... yes, okay, so he's got his office, and he's going in there now. Okay, alright. Well, that's fine enough. So, now we can go to bureaucracy, and the first thing that we're going to do is what we're unlocking... I think we're going to unlock finance. And then we wanted to do maintenance as well. Good. So they'll continue building those offices. And it looks like they're finishing this job over here. Have they finished the... oh, they have. Well, pretty much. finished that spot, which is good. So this new block will give us, how many cells do we have here even to begin with? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. Okay. Alright, well, we'll be close to our final numbers anyways. I didn't have the patience to do the rooms the same way I was doing them before. You know, at this point, they should consider themselves lucky to even get a room in my facility. This is, I mean, I don't want to brag, but my facility is easily one of the most sort of sought after positions or facilities out there. So a lot of, like, you know, inmates are just saying, like, I really want to go to that facility. I hear it has fantastic lunch menu and summer programs, and that's really all I want to do. I want to make sure that they I actually don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But no, I wanted to, the purpose of our facility is to, we said we wanted to give the prisoners a better quality of life, even if they are a bunch of no good degenerates. But we want to make sure that they have their fill, and that, can I, if I put this, yeah, it looks like I can. Alright, so obviously this thing that I'm doing right now, it is not like the best in terms of what I could have done, but having said that, I really don't know what the alternative could have been. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some grass just all over this place, and assume that it's just gonna work out perfectly. And if it doesn't, then, you know, we'll clean it up one way or the other. But grass is grass, and you know what they say about the grass always being greener on the other side. I have no idea. I'm very sorry. I have no idea what I'm talking about. It's still very early in the morning. I'm currently drinking my coffee. My voice doesn't seem to be all there either. Maybe that has something to do with me yesterday discovering that I could do a Kermit the Frog impression, and so I spent a lot of my time just trying to sing Rainbow Connection. And that's good. I mean, don't get me wrong. Rainbow Connection is easily one of, if not my favorite Muppet song. But it seems that it's caused some secondary effects on my voice early this morning. With me being, I gotta admit, slightly not in the best condition right now for the recording. But, you know, you gotta sort of like do it. Sometimes recording in the morning, so far I think I've only done it about twice or 3 times, I think. And it's good in the sense that, you know, you get up, you sort of like, you get yourself a little bit of breakfast, you come over to your desk, you sit down, you turn on the stuff, you put on the gear, and you begin to record. And then lo and behold, you have a magnificent platform with which to work. But having said that, it's also the case where you could find yourself just kind of unhappy in the morning, generally speaking. But I don't think that's too much of a problem. I think we're okay. I think it's just a matter of like picking up a bit of speed and figuring out what it is exactly that we want to do. So I've been like ranting for a bit right now, but let's just sort of like go into making our cells right now. The good thing about not doing the alternation that I did before is I just noticed that there's just like a lot of, I could use like the clone tool to not have to like copy these rooms over and over. But also when you just do it like where all the rooms are facing the same direction, then, you know, it's not so bad when you're trying to when you're essentially just trying to get the job done. So these guys will not get bookshelves. These guys are going to be a little bit more sort of like popular media type of guys, so they're going to get, in fact, some radios, and that should be good. Now that looks like that second wing of rooms is coming along, and I just want to see something here. Okay, so we've got administration, hire an accountant. All right, I think we're good for that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop her down. All right, and we've got that, and I think that's it. I think we've got all the main grants, or at least not the main, the starting grants ready. So now, if I remember correctly, I think it's reports. And let's look at grants. Finance grants. Here we go. Cell block A. Existing cell block. Transfer the existing prisoner to their cells. Prerequisite basic detention center. 80%. Raise your prisoner capacity to 15. It seems like it's... Okay, well, I'll do that and see what's going on. Health and well-being, physical, mental health inmates is important to us. This grant need to build a medical ward and at least hire 2 doctors and hire a psychologist. All right, we'll do health and well-being as well, because I think that's something that's it's pretty important in the long run. All right, and so this is at 80%. It says to raise the capacity by 15%. I don't know what the previous capacity for it was, but I think it might actually just be done as soon as I go to this. And are you guys not gonna... Oh, it looks like I didn't put a bed here. That's a bit odd. No, it's there. They just haven't gotten around to it, I guess. All right, it doesn't matter. We'll just go ahead and we'll do rooms. And so we'll do cell. And I think... Yeah, okay, so we just completed the cell block A. And that should allow... Let's see this. Okay. We've got these cells. We are now at 23%, so we're only 3 cells off. So that's not too bad. But at the same time, I'm going to try and figure out how to... are we going to expand? Are we going to do... Okay, well, it doesn't matter. For the time being, we won't think too much about that. Okay. So the next thing we need to do, if I remember correctly, is we need to build a medical ward. And building a medical ward requires a hospital, requires sort of like a medium-sized room. So this is what we'll do, actually. We'll give ourselves some space. We've got 1, 2. So we'll, let's see, that's 1, that's 2. And we'll use that. And then we'll go back to foundations. We'll do it out of brick this time around. And I think that'll be our medical ward. That'll be our medical ward. And that's our medical ward. And I think that what we also need here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 3, 4. And we'll also build there. So an important thing here is, let's see, we want the objects, we want a door, first of all, we want to put a staff door in there, and then we want to put a regular door in here. Let's see this. Come on, let's bring it up. Okay, so that's going to go there. Materials are going to go in here. We do still want that wall division there. And we want to take this room, and we want to make this definitely into an office. And we also want medical. Where are you? Can I not see chapel, security, laundry, workshop?